Hello, good morning. This is introducing you to the MetaTrader 5 platform. This is my virtual account, so you may ignore some things, especially the entry points of the trade, as I use that for my indications. So just on a light note anyway. So this is how your MetaTrader 5 platform looks like. Now to navigate around this platform, look at these three short lines on the top left hand on your top left hand side of the screen. Tap on it. You would see the various menu options on your MetaTrader. You see quote, you'd see charts, you see trade, you see history. So we'll look at it one after the other. Quotes. So for the quotes, you would be able to find this is where you load your assets that you want to trade. If you click on this plot sign, you can add as many assets as are available, just in case it is not reflecting on the list here. So you can click on the plus sign on the top here, then the assets would appear. Now to go back, so that's what quotes is all about, just to show you the list of assets or trading tools or instruments, financial assets or whatever available on your MetaTrader 5. After that, you go here again. Now if you click on the charts, you'll be able to see a chart that is open. But how do you open your chart? If you look at this, your lower left hand side, this arrow here, tap on it. When the list of the assets open, you can click on any of the assets and you will see new order or chart. So if you want to open the chart, you click on chart. The chart will open for you. Then when the chart opens, of course, the chart has different time frames for candlestick analysis. So you simply tap on the screen, then this dialog item will come up. M1 means 1 minute time frame chart, which means that each of the candles on that chart represent 1 minute of the market movement. M2 is for 5 minutes, M15 15 minutes, and so on as the case goes, up to D1, meaning signifying 1 day movement, and then W1 1 week, MN is monthly, and so up and on. So when you click on this first arrow here, it will take you to the page. Then you click on any of the items, any of the financial tools or assets, as the case may be. And then when you click on it, you tap on chart. It will show you. Then you can always come back to view your chart when you click on these small candles here, just by the arrow you clicked earlier. You click on these candles, it will show you the chart. So with that, you can always click on any financial tool or asset or volatility, as the case may be, and then it will take you where you want to go to. Now, how do you execute a trade? Whenever you want to execute a trade, there are two ways. It's either that you click on the item you want to trade from. For instance, I said tap on volatility 75 now. Now you click on new order when this box comes up, new order. Then here you have your lot size up here, this 0.1, 0.01, and all that signify your lot size. The one in black is the lot size that is in use. This minus and plus one indicates whether to increase it or to reduce it. Then you have your SL for stop loss and TP for take profit. I'll explain this more practical in the practical session. So let's assume your lot size is 0.01, which is actually minimum, the safest for small accounts on volatility 75, especially because it's very volatile. Now, so if this is your minimum lot size and you want to execute the trade, you now have the option of buying and selling. Of course, buying means that when it goes down, when the graph or when the candle goes down below your entry point, that's where you make profit. While sell means that when it goes above your entry point, that's your point of profit. So let's just assume that, okay, this is our chart, and I want to execute a trade. Let's say we want to sell. Another way of entering the trade is when you open the chart like this. Look at your top right hand side, your right hand side now, top right hand side of the screen. You will see this plus sign in a box. You tap on it, it takes you straight to the entry page. So it is either that you click on that from here and new order to enter, or you come back here to the candlestick pages, and you click on the plus sign here to execute your trades. Now let's assume we want to enter this trade. So for me, for fast entry, I prefer to enter from here and just tap on sell. The trade is executed. Then you go down, you can, it's the last trade here running. So like I said, all of these are running because I use them as my indicators when I want to trade on my real account. So okay, now you can see the trade I just executed. That's the last line here showing sell 0.01. And the gap between the red and the blue line that are moving currently is what is called spread. We'll explain that later. Okay, now you can see that because it is when I sold, my direction of prediction was downward, so now it is going against me, so I'm losing. Let's see how much I'm losing. Minus 7 points, minus $6 now. So actually volatility 75 is very volatile, and that's why if you're using a small account, it's advisable that you use or stick to minimum lot for financial management or for money management reasons. Otherwise your account can be blown in the slightest moment if you're not careful. Now let's quickly go back to, okay, haven't seen this. I also need to tell you, you can always monitor or keep track of your trade with the next item here on your lower menu list. You'll see the first thing we have here is the arrow. Second one is the candles representing the chart page, and then third you can see this other arrow here, 1 2 3 from your left hand side. So when you tap on it, it takes you to the page where the trade is running, and you can always modify. Okay, the trade I executed is now running profit. As you can see, it's now going below my entry point, so that's why we had that blue there. Now, so here you can always modify or close your trade whenever you want it. How do you do that? You simply tap on the trade that you want to work on, just hold it, touch it and hold it. Now you have the option of close position and modify position. Those are the two I will emphasize on. Modify is for you to set stop loss and take profit. Assuming you did not set your stop loss and take profit at the point of entry, which is what happens most times, because maybe you're in a hurry to execute the trade, or you want to rush in to catch a particular adequate or accurate point. So you can always come back later with the modify position option to set your stop loss and take profits. While close, let's assume I want to close this one that is in profit. Close position helps you to close your trade immediately. I've done that. It closes instantly. So having looked at this, I think we've looked at 2 now. Let's go to number 3, trade. Trade also takes you straight to the page where you will see your running trades. Now, while history takes you to the history of your trades. So that's it basically around MT5, and you can always change your time frame here. Now also you can do your analysis and draw your lines and all of that also on the MetaTrader 5 platform. How do you do this? You simply tap on the screen. When it shows you this, look at this symbol just before M1. The symbol just before M1, you tap on it. You'll be able to get, you find your various objects for drawing lines and drawing whatever you want to draw on your chart. So I pick a line here, and that's it. And drag it, and that's it. So you can find all your drawing tools here. This is just for demonstration. So that's it. So just the figure, the icon just before M1. So let's move on to something else. Now, on this dialog page, you have almost every um, feature you are looking for. You can almost navigate. You can all of them from here. Now, okay, you can see the trade we executed is now running profit because it's gone below the entry point. So the point I'm just trying to make here is that when it goes in your direction, you make profit. And the beautiful thing about MetaTrader 5 is that the more it goes in your direction, the more profit you make. The more it goes against your direction as well, the more loss you make. But then the stop loss and take profit are used to help you check your limits. So you set your stop loss so that once it is going against your direction, which means that you're in loss, and it gets to that point, the trade ends. And you set your take profit for when it is going in your direction and it gets to that profit point, the trade should end automatically. Now, this is to help you safeguard your account, as running trades without setting stop loss or take profits is said to be allowing your trade to float, which sometimes puts your balance at great risk because you may just not can tell what happens the next moment, especially when it has run for a certain time, especially on volatility 75. So the trade we executed, of course, you can see is now running in profit. The more it goes in your direction, the more profit you make. The more it goes against your direction too, the more you lose. And so it's important to note that. Now, the lot size, quickly, let me talk on that. Lot size, like I just mentioned earlier, which is this here in black. The lot size is used, to indicate the percentage of your balance that you are exposing to the trade. Percentage units of your balance that you are exposing to the trade, or that you want to get involved in the trade. I would explain that in another video, another record. Now let's quickly go to how to use some of these features again. You can see this plus sign here on this dialog page again. The plus sign here, when tapped, helps us to indicate points on the chart, helps us to take note of the number of various points on the chart. And this also helps us when we want to set our stop loss or take profit. It helps us to identify the particular number for that point, because of course when you're setting your stop loss or take profit, it is a number of the points where you want it to stop that you imputed in the box there. So this plus sign helps us to take the number. You can see that numbers are counting as I move it. It has a number for every spot. Now that's what this stands for. So let's assume we want to set our stop loss here. With the aid of this black line, I've been able to know that the number for this spot is 480548. So I kindly go back to the trade, modify position. My stop loss is 480548. Click modify. That's been executed. You will see that the stop loss line has automatically formed there. Look at it, these red dotted lines. Now that's my stop loss point. I come back. I want to set my take profit as well. I need this line to help me indicate the point. So let's assume I'm setting here as my take profit. For example, the number there is 478851. I kindly go back here, modify position, take profit 478851. Click modify. Now that's executed. So the implication is that once it gets to my stop loss, it will close and I will lose whatever amount has been involved at that point. Once it gets to my take profit to close to, fine, it has gone to my stop loss and it has closed. You can see from my history, let's see how much I lost there. No, at that point I lost this $6 you're seeing, $6.08. And so that is about stop loss and take profit. I think we're done with that, and I'm sure you understand. Now, also, I need to show you another thing this plus sign can be used for. It can be used to calculate number of pips. Now, you do this when you bring it up. Of course, you place your finger at the middle of the plus here as you move it up and down. Then bring another finger along the line, and you can drag it up and down and keep it at any point where you want to check the number of pips involved. Now, what did you do? The number of pips involved here. Mostly what we use this for is to calculate how much you may win or lose in a trade. Most times if you do this on your PC, it will automatically show you the the amount that will be involved following the number of pips, your lot size rather, in the trade. But then I wouldn't like to confuse you with this right now. So I think we've gone through the basics. Basically, what I wanted to show you was how to execute a trade and how to close your trade on MetaTrader 5. And I'm sure we've learned this basic. So that's it for today. Thank you.